Yes, KCBS News Time is 11:20. Despite decreasing jet fuel prices, the price of an airline ticket continues to rise. KCBS's Jennifer Hodges reports.
It's really all about supply and demand.
Airlines are being a little hesitant at lowering prices to attract more demand so as to not over-adjust and lead to some of the issues we saw over the summer where they go a little bit too far with their scheduling and get too many people on their flights so then they can't ultimately get them to their final destinations.
Nick Ewan is the director of content for the Points Guy. They offer up advice for travelers. He says for the holidays, you should buy airfare now.
Keep an eye on those prices, even if you lock in your flight, because you might ultimately get a little bit of savings back if the price does drop.
And he says with the airline staffing issues, you shouldn't be surprised if you see any delays or cancellations.
And we'll hopefully see some of those widespread concerns not come into play over the next several months.
Jennifer Hodges, KCBS.
The climate crisis is taking a toll on the mental health of kids. KCBS's Mike DeWald with the story of two North Bay High School students who are headed to the halls of Congress.
Evacuations, missed school, weather warnings, and scenes of devastation. It all adds up for kids experiencing the climate crisis.
Today's children will be exposed to an average of 5 times more disasters than their grandparents.
That's Giselle Perez, a Sonoma County High School student who co-authored a bill with a fellow student in hopes of filling the gap in support for young people.
In 2050, I will be 45 years old. If the U.S. does not rise to the challenge of implementing bold, systemic, and just policies guided by the best available science, my future and the future of my generation is hopeless.
Madigan lost her family home to the Tubbs fire in 2017. She says that was her first introduction to climate-induced disaster.
These fires were climate-related. In other states, it may be hurricanes, floods, droughts, extreme weather, or storms. But the fact remains, climate-related catastrophes are happening now.
The pair co-authored what's become H.R. 975, co-sponsored by Congressman Mike Thompson. It looks Mike DeWald, KCBS.
Stardate September 25th. When Voyager 1 flew past Jupiter more than 4 decades ago, it recorded radio waves produced by the planet. Scientists used these and other radio studies to learn about the solar system, its auroras, the strength of its magnetic field, links to its big moons, and more. The radio waves have been especially helpful in figuring out the length of Jupiter's day. Because the planet is a big ball of gas, there are no solid features to tell how fast Jupiter spins. To make it even tougher, cloud bands in Jupiter's upper atmosphere move in opposite directions. The radio waves are produced by the motions of different layers deep within the planet. The motions generate a powerful magnetic field. As Jupiter spins, the magnetic field gives particles around the planet a charge. That causes them to emit radio waves. So those waves tell us Jupiter's internal rotation rate, which is the official definition of a Jovian day. 9 hours, 55 minutes, and 30 seconds. The shortest day of any planet in the solar system. Jupiter is putting in its best showing of the year. It's opposite the sun, so it's in view all night. It's also closest for the year, so it shines brightest. It looks like a brilliant star. It's low in the east at nightfall, arcs across the south later on, and is low in the west at first light. More tomorrow. You can follow us on social media and through our website, stardate.org. For the McDonald Observatory, I'm Billy Henry. KCBS News Time is 11:24. Walmart is tiptoeing further into the finance world with a move to offer checking accounts.
Walmart is very keenly aware of what all of its customers really need and kind of the gaps that can be filled.
Jenny Serrain wrote the story for Bloomberg News.
If you're a consumer, you can go to Walmart now and basically get anything, not just, your groceries or your gas, but also your bank account.
And to make checking accounts available to customers and workers, Walmart will lean on a new venture.
The way they structured this is super interesting. So they other executives are on the board of this outside fintech, so they have a vested interest, but it is a separate effort.
Sources say in coming weeks, Walmart will start offering the accounts to thousands of its workers and a small percentage of online customers as part of an initial beta test. Charlie Pellet, Bloomberg Business for KCBS.
Here in California, people from every nation add to our rich heritage of culture and traditions. The legal team at Habits Law speaks 9 different languages. Our personal injury are exceptional. Our paralegals, legal assistants, and case managers are exceptional. And they work hard because every one of them cares deeply about what you are going through. They want to make sure you are going to be happy in the future. Something bad happened to you, you feel stress, you feel anxiety. Eating well, there are problems in the family, you have a lot of uncertainty. We know what you're feeling. When something bad has happened to you, you need help, financial help, and we're here to make sure you get that help. We cover all the expenses. Our only compensation is a percentage of what we win for you. We are Habits Law. Call us at 1-800-INJURE. I'm Omar Habits, and I want to be your advocate. Visit habitslaw.com. HABBAS law.com.
It's not often that something you like is actually good for you. Take sleeping on your side. Studies indicate that side sleeping can help with nighttime breathing. At European Sleepworks, they have many options to help side sleepers create the comfort and stability they need. From their unique contoured mattresses to their patented custom-fit oxygen pillows. After all, for over 50 years, they've been working on your side. And that's a good thing. European Sleepworks at Adeline and Ashby in Berkeley or online at sleepworks.com.
You can This is live and local news coverage anytime, anywhere with the Odyssey app. Get the latest breaking news, traffic updates, weather reports, and more with the press of a button. It's just 2 steps. Download the free Odyssey app and favorite KCBS radio. Now you can listen to KCBS on your phone, computer, or smart speaker with the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY. Sponsored by Comcast Business, keeping businesses ready for what's next. Powering possibilities.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/news, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/news. That's getrefunds.com/news.
Frank Munich is back. He's got our latest look at traffic. Well, there's not much in the way of news in terms of traffic. We are looking at an accident being reported on eastbound 84 just before the 680 split. That would place it in Sonoma. We have an accident involving a car that veered off of the roadway and went into a ditch, down into a ditch off of the off-ramp, the 680 off-ramp from eastbound 84. No indication, though, that the lanes are blocked. Next update, 11:38, traffic leader KCBS. Partial clearing at the coast tomorrow, becoming sunny by the bay, sunny inland. Highs tomorrow, upper 60s to low 70s at the coast, mid 70s to low 80s along the bay, upper 80s inland. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
As a homeowner, you is one of the smartest investments you can make. Contact Kamal the Builder and his experienced team at SFAADU.com. From permits to construction, SFAADU is your one-stop shop. Visit SFAADU.com or call 408-461-9956. Right now, the first 10 callers will receive a 20% discount off your ADU design. Call 408-461-9956. That's 408-461-9956 for a Fremont Bank. If there's one thing we understand more than anybody, it's that it takes a local bank to really get the needs of local businesses. Fremont Bank has the flexibility and motivation to service your business loan needs like other banks can. Full suite of business loan products and recognition as a top SBA lender in the Bay Area, Fremont Bank is the right choice for local and family-owned businesses. Fremont Bank. Learn more at fremontbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. News that matters to you. Around the world, around the clock. All news, 106.9 and 740 KCBS.
It's Sunday, September 25th. Coming up on KCBS, stories behind the effort to barricade to the Golden Gate Bridge to keep people from jumping. And I'm Jim Taylor. Have you talked to your kids? Train tracks.
Every 5 days, a child ages 19 or under is killed in a collision with the trees.
CBS News Brief. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken tells CBS's 60 Minutes that Russia's President Vladimir Putin needs rhetoric.
He has been very clear with Russians publicly and as well as privately to stop the loose talk about nuclear weapons.
A tropical storm now churning in the Caribbean Sea could be a hurricane when it reaches Florida in a few days. This man lined up to get sandbags to protect his home in Tampa.
Keep the water out of your place if it actually gets to that point. Better safe than sorry.
A hurricane by tomorrow when it passes over Cuba and could lash a large area of Florida. Eastern Canada, the long cleanup is underway after a tropical storm roared through on Saturday. Nova Scotia Premier Kim Houston.
The predictions were for a massive storm, historic storm. We certainly have seen that. Fiona definitely left a mark on the province, the damage.
CBS News Brief. I'm Christopher Cruz.
KCBS News Time, 11:32. Good evening. I'm Peter Finch. We'd like to share with you now the final installment of this week's special series on the Bay Area's mental health crisis. This piece takes us to the Golden Gate Bridge and the long-standing effort to prevent suicides by installing a steel net all along the span. It's an effort that is now finally getting into the final stages. KCBS's Brett Burkhart has the story. And a quick heads up, this piece does make several references to suicide.
This is a story about turning tragedy into action to save lives. But it's one that can't be told without hearing how each family became part of a club they weren't looking to join, involving one of the most iconic structures in the world.
It's such a beautiful place. When I saw it, it's like majestic, nice to see it in person.
That structure is the reason 10 million people from around the globe visit every year. Biking, walking, taking tours.
It's the best day to give a tour of the Golden Gate Bridge ever.
Hard to believe that this majestic bridge is also the source of
Cast a dark and tragic shadow since the very beginning.
and many of those who have experienced that sorrow have similar stories to tell.
We're playing video games, and
Of course, he was supposed to be at school that
went
day.
upstairs to bed. When we woke up, he wasn't there.
older son said, "Oh, Mom, did you see those people that are looking for you?"
8-year-old son Kyle in 2013.
Not even moments later, they come walking back up. And I'm sitting here and I go, "Hey, the people are back."
All of a sudden, I just woke up and just sat up and just knew everything was wrong.
Dana Whitmer lost her 20-year-old son Matthew in 2007.
And around 1 o'clock, my husband Mark called me. And he said, "Oh, San Francisco police. You know, Matthew probably parked his car in the wrong spot and they're going to tow it or something." And I'm going, no. This is worse. Find out. Call me back.
And I stood up at the time and Ken looked at me and said, "Man, they're not religious people. They're the Sac County Coroner's Office."
And I firmly believe that what woke me up that morning was him to me going, "What the hell did I just do, Mom?"
There was no signs of any mental illness, no signs of any of this path that he chose to take.
You know, and everybody who has survived from that bridge, like Kevin Hines, they say they immediately regret it.
And this is Kevin Hines, the survivor Dana referenced.
And the moment I get my hands left that rail, it was an instant regret for my actions and the absolute 100% recognition that I had just made the greatest mistake of my life and it was too late.
He has become a leading voice for